I'm here now with Michael Mooney from Mooney's Kitchens, very established company since 1990, I believe.
That's right, Laura. Yeah. We opened the company in 1990 as two brothers. Martin, it's all personal service all along the way. I do the sales and showroom and workshop end of it, and then Martin comes along and he does the fitting, and he does have a guy with him as well. So it's all personal service all along the way,
And it's all bespoke kitchens.
It's all bespoke kitchens. Yeah, everything's made to measure. So the likes of any of these tall larder units, right, like that, we can make them any size. There's no such thing as off standard with us. Like if somebody wants it this size here or wants it a little bit smaller, no problem whatsoever. So it's all made to measure. And that's a larder.
They look fantastic.
Yeah, that's a bit of a wow factor to that there. Sorry, Laura.
A lot of space as well. I mean, for chopping and all of that.
Oh yeah, you can cut bread and all that type of thing. It saves your main worktop. And this here is your dovetail drawers here. So they're all bespoke. Again, they can be made any size. All dovetails here. If somebody wants maybe even the kids' names written on them or something like that or whatever, so it's all, anything can be done there. The spice racks here on the back of the doors here as well, so again, can be made any size, or they can be done in timber, they can be done in painted. We have a shelf in here, shaped shelf, so as you get place for tall stuff here as well, you know. So,
take me over this direction, and I have to say I love the handles and all of the doors. They are absolutely beautiful.
A crystal. Everybody comments on the handles. They're a crystal, and you can get cheaper ones on the market, all right, but these are the real thing, so they're very good. And also what we've done on this unit here, in a lot of cases, people have a door maybe hanging on the front of the door like this here. It doesn't look near as well. So in this case here, what we've done, we've brought out this pole here, brought out the mouldings up on top, and so we framed the whole unit, you know, so it looks much better. It's not like your just basic kitchens type of thing. There's a little bit more to it.
It's not pokey at all. It's a very solid kitchen.
Very solid, yeah. And all your tongue and groove end panels here. So they're all panel, and also on the end of the island there, you can do it this way. It's panelled, square panels here on the end of it. The moulding that goes round the top here, so it's very important that the lines follow around the units there as well, you know.
So when you have a client, a family coming in and they want a new kitchen, talk me through the process of what goes on.
What happens first is what we try and do is get them down to the showroom make an appointment to come down to the showroom. We show them all the stuff we have down there, so we have loads of kitchens down there to see. And then if they're happy enough with that, what we do is we go out to the client's house, we get all the measurements and that type of thing, and then we come back and do a drawing for them, an AutoCAD drawing. So we either email that to them or get them back down to see what we've done. And if we can make any changes, if they want to do some changes, that type of thing, we do all that then. So if they're happy enough with that, then at that stage we do a quote. So they know then what the whole thing is going to cost, what the appliances are going to cost, what the worktop. It's all an itemised quote. Worktop is all itemised, the whole lot. So and if they're happy enough with that, then it normally takes about maybe 6 weeks from that stage till they have a final kitchen done. What we can do then is we can supply a service that we can take out their full kitchen. We do the electrics, do the plumbing, all that type of stuff. And then what happens then, they get the floor tiled. And our guys come along then with the kitchen. They will cover the whole floor. They'll go through the floor with the customer first. So they will cover the whole floor, so it's not going to get marked or anything like that. Protecting people's property is very important to us. So they'll cover the whole floor, make sure there's no marks or anything like that, fit the kitchen, and then they'll take off the covering so to make sure it has left the way we got it, you know.
And you do backsplash. I know this is painted obviously, but yes, you do backsplash and all that as well?
Oh, we do. We can do glass backsplash. This has an upstand here. So we can do a backsplash behind the hob. We can do all glass in there. The day of tiles on the background, I think it's nearly gone, you know, so people don't do much tiles. Do tiles on the floor all right, but not on the walls, you know, so. But, and then there's some of the appliances. We do all the Neff appliances. This is the slide away door here on the Neff.
Very fancy.
Yes. You also have a telescopic shelf here. You know the way some of these shelves can just tip down on you here.
I've lost a couple of cake tins that way onto the floor.
Get your bone in here probably as well. So like this here is a telescopic shelf. So if you had a chicken or a roast or any of that on there, you can walk on it and do whatever has to be done and then just slide it back in.
I think you should flip the door there for the camera one more time.
We go again, all right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Fabulous.
Very good. And this is the warming drawer here then on the bottom. This keeps the food warm. Well, say if you have dinner made and he's away out playing golf or whatever, he doesn't come in for 3 hours, that'll keep the dinner warm for 3 hours.
And for your dinner parties and the like, around Christmas time, you've got the goose or the turkey, that's ready early, keep it in there and have your drinks.
Yeah, that keeps it all very warm. And also down here on the kickboard, when we are fitting the kitchen, we do keep it 2 mil off the floor. Just down along here. and we do seal underneath all those there as well. It's for protection. When you're washing the floor, that no water goes up in the kickboard. And there's also a plinth seal here that goes on the bottom of the units again, so it's all for protection. And that's the only place we find that the kitchen might get wet or that type of thing there at the bottom. So
I see there's lighting there underneath as well.
yeah, the little plinth lights, it gives a nice effect. We'll say if you're in the dining area maybe at night or something, just leave those on. It gives a lovely effect there. And that's also a wee little hoover there on the bottom. See this fella?
At the end here.
Yeah, that's the little hoover down there. So you just kick that there, and the hoover comes on. You just brush all the dust. You know the way every house has a brush and there's a load of dust behind it. That gets rid of that there, you know. And the inside of our carcasses are all done in an MDF. There's no chipboard in ours whatsoever. So you have the backs.
Can I feel it?
Yeah. The backs are made of the same material as the shells. So it's not a little light hardboard back or anything like that. And also we do drill a hole. You have adjustable shelving. So we drill a hole here, and you put a steel sleeve into this here, so it's very good and solid, you know.
Now, could I, if it's adjustable shelving, could I move that myself?
Oh yeah, it's only a matter of just lifting her up there like that, taking out the studs, put them into the other hole there, and away you go. You get more cups.
Different size jugs or glasses or the likes.
And the likes of all the hinges and that type of thing, it's a soft close hinge, so the door closes softly like that there. Now, we can get hinges for maybe a third of the price of what we pay. We use a Blum hinge. We've been using it since 1980, and never gives any problem. But it's all about things like that. Interior finish, MDF, the hinges, solid doors and that type of thing. You will get cheaper out there, but you get what you pay for at the end of the day.
It's quality from the outside to the inside.
And as I say, it's all bespoke. Everything's made to measure. Even the likes of, we do the bins. This is the likes of the internal bins here and that type of stuff. And another thing we find, design is very important also. See the way this dishwasher is here, okay? And then your drawers for your plates. So you take your dishes straight out of it into the drawer, you know. And so that's all part of our service, your cutlery and all that. All about design, really, so it's very important.
Michael, one thing I want to finish on is the lighting.
Yes.
Crystal as well, they match the handles.
Yeah, we can supply those also. We do a deal with a guy, he puts the lights up here for us, so we walk through himself, and we've done a few jobs recently, and they went for the lights as well. Some guys will go, when they see this at the show here, they'll go for everything we have. They'll go for the lights, they'll go for the handles, they'll go for all that type of stuff, you know.
They're absolutely spectacular.
That's just a selection of colours over there.
I see colours here, yes.
Yeah. It's just a selection of colours over here on the wall. So they can be painted any colour that can be got. We can do it, you know. So if someone has a specific need or whatever, or a colour that they like in the farrow and ball or that type of thing, we can get any of those colours for
We're
them.
crowded in here. It's a very popular showroom.
It's busy now, all right, today. Thank God.
Thank you very much for chatting to us, and we'll throw back to studio now.
Not about.